Hmm. What's up, guys? What's up? Um, as you can tell, there is no music coming while I was logged in because been getting a lot of emails here lately of YouTube don't like me playing music apparently that belongs to different artists. And when I post a regular video without the music, um, I don't get no red flags, which is very odd. Um, I how can I say this? How can I say this without being into this political argument? Because I know a lot of y'all are my friends. A lot of y'all know I cover a lot of topics. And I speak my mind on a lot of shit. Okay? I do. I speak my mind on a lot of shit. I say what I think it needs to be said. And I try to leave things on this channel uncut, untaken out, just raw as you can get them. But this, I was watching a YouTube video, Adam Calhoun speaking on this White House election, presidential, however you want to fucking say it, okay? Now, CNN and all the news and all the media is trying to bring forth the information. You know as well as I knew that the news is always wants you guys to know as little as possible of what's going on, but in the same sense want to feed you information to keep you watching them to see what's going to happen next. It is a lock-in deal where they air out the news that they want you to know and not show the actual things that actual happen. Now, that being said, there is a lot of dirty politics. A lot of dirty politics. There's a lot of people that is in Joe Biden's corner that is helping Joe Biden win this election. Same as Trump. But what I think is going on was quite simple. It's quite simple. Do I think Trump's going to win? I hope so. I really do, for this country's sake. But let's just say that Trump wins, okay? I personally believe the only reason why they're dragging their feet on telling us who our president is so that when they come out and say Trump wins this election, there's not riots right away in the streets. Now, people burning flags and all kinds of shit. I'm going to tell you right now, and I seen it on TikTok, and it got me pretty pissed off about people burning the United States flag. And if I catch it, I swear to God, I'm going to beat the fucking brake shoes off of you. That is no joke. I love the United States. I'm a proud citizen. A lot of my family members served in some kind of Navy, Army, what have you. So I'm a proud citizen. And I am one of those people who will fly or hang American flag in his room with great pride. And we'll have American flag posted in my front yard once if I buy a house or apartment. That's not here or there. Now, that being said, going back to what I was saying is I think the media is holding out so that way they don't have riots in the streets. They don't have people burning down the flag. They don't have the nonsense. Now, once it comes out that Trump is the president, per se, do I think there's a lot of people going to go nuts in the street? Yes. There is. There's a lot of shit that could happen with that. Do I think people need to prepare themselves for what's going to happen? Yes. I am preparing for myself because I have a paintball gun. I'm getting it with paintballs and everything. So if something goes down and I got to protect myself, I'm going to use that motherfucker. Okay, that's just that. Okay, I'm going to protect myself and what I have. Now, that being said, if Trump wins, we're in good state. And I hope Trump wins. But here's the big kicker. If Joe Biden wins, then we all wear a mask. Now, Joe Biden also states that he wants to close the country down for this COVID-19 and all this shit. So that being said, there's already Disney already is not open in capacity. Okay, there's already people that work for Disney here in Orlando has got laid off. They're only working a certain amount of fucking people in this complex, or not this complex, but throughout. So that is a major deal. Now, Disney, as far as I know, is still open. There's still a little bit of people traveling in and out. But here's the thing. Okay? Now, Joe Biden decides to close down. People get laid off because business can't stay open because, therefore, they don't have a whole lot of money. So things start closing down. Well, what people don't realize, if business closed down, for example, people can't pay their rent. If they can't pay the rent, then whoever owns the house, those people are out of money. So what happens is it's a snowball effect. Then that people, the banks, they have to, if everybody lose their jobs, they're going to have to cut people. So they can't pay people. So it cuts down to that. And as you get down to people, there's going to be a lot of people affected. Not just the person who got laid off. It's a snowball effect. The banks are going to be out. And if the bank's going to be out, then that person who got laid off in the bank, that family's going to be laid off. And it's going to be a monumental fucking bullshit. Where everybody's going to have a lot of bills that they can't pay for. And there's going to be a lot of layoffs. With that layoffs, there's going to be certain people that's going to be involved in that, and it's just not that one person. It's going to be the person that is involved, such as the banks, the people who's in the banks. They get like it's a monumental fuck up. Which, if that happens, then what you're going to have is a lot of people who are going to be hungry. There are already people who are businesses that's in my industry already working with the food banks. The food banks are taking away from the people that are in the produce who sells tomatoes, vegetables, all this shit where they can't make hardly any living. Why? Because of the food banks. The food banks are taking a lot of produce out, and it's causing their numbers to go down. So there's already shit happening that is not good for this country, because this country just wraps up in one thing: dollar bills. This country thrives on people having money to buy things. So, with that being said, you just think for one moment how many people in this country that's going to, after Joe Biden shuts down this country, how many businesses, how many people that are not going to buy anything. The country's not going to have no money to strive on. There's going to be people just don't know where to turn because they ain't going to have nothing. They ain't going to have shit. Where are you going to get the money to feed their families? Where are they going to have the money to pay for the people's houses? There's going to be a major fallout from this whole thing if it happens and Joe Biden closed down the country. Not only that, we're going to walk around with face masks. Now, who in the hell wants to sit there and walk around with a face mask all fucking day long? I know I ain't. Okay? I ain't wearing a face mask. Not only that, the shit that's in those face masks is not good for people's health at all. Not with the people who can't fucking breathe and have to have a CPAP, have asthma. It's no good. This country is going to be set up as a dictatorship. I hate to say it. Where you're going to be put in a category where this country is going to put you and you stay in that category. And you're going to be taxed out the ass for anything that you buy. You're going to be taxed out the ass. So you're going to have to pay, some of us are going to have to pay more taxes. I know the last 2 years, I paid over $3,000 in taxes in the last 3 years. And I couldn't barely afford them. that's going to put me to a point where I can't live. And I'm going to be struggling to pay $3,000 fucking dollars. This country can't afford to be shut down. Can't afford for companies to go out of business. This country can't strive on not having people make an honest earning and pay for their shit. This country can't make it. There's going to be a lot of things going to happen. You guys going to have to be willing to put up money and not spend foolishly, like going out to eat every day or buying lunches. You're going to have to start putting every dollar up, so that way you can afford buying milk, food for your family, your housing. You're going to have to, the people are going to start staying home more. When you stay at home more, what happens to the restaurants? The restaurants will be closed. Pools be closed. It'll be like shut down for COVID, where you'll be locked up in your house 24/7. And there's already people, like I said, people that work with Disney that is laid off because they're not opening. Some of what Disney's saying, some of the theme parks are not opening until 2021. The cruise ships they haven't went out. Disney closed down their boat until 2021. Carnival Cruises, they're done. Greyhound, the buses that I went down to Florida many times, they're closed. Traveling to anywhere, there's hardly any. You still got some of the planes running, but that's it. So if that's already happening and Joe Biden wants to close down the country again, where is anybody going to survive? How is anybody going to survive? What we need, honestly, is Trump to win. It's what we need. This country needs it. And the first time in a long time I can actually speak for a president that I actually like is Trump. Trump has done everything in his power to open back this country so people can start making a living and supporting their families. Businesses need to start opening back up. Hell, some of the trucks that I work with ain't doing shit. They ain't doing a goddamn thing. Because why? They shut down. They ain't got the funds to run. There's a lot of trucking companies that we're dealing with that are pretty much getting advances just to do the fucking loads. We don't need that in the United States. We need to go back to fucking work. Businesses needs to open up and go back to their norm and make money again to provide for their families. And I'm not asking for anybody to do anything for me. I'll make it. But I am saying be prepared for the worst if Joe Biden gets in office. Be prepared just knowing the outcome that it may cause. I'm not saying that this country cheated Trump, and I'm not saying that, I'm going to quit doing what I'm doing because Joe Biden's in office. I'm not saying it is what it is. I'm not going to hate on this country, either or. And I'm not going to hate on Joe Biden if he's the president. I'm going to respect him because he is the president. But I am saying that I'm not wearing a mask. And if I have to move out of this apartment because the people here, I'd say it belongs to Disney. If I have to move and relocate, I relocate. Ain't a big deal. Ain't like ain't moved several times before. All I'm saying is prepare yourself for the worst. I've probably already found where I can get CO2 cartridge filled. Paintballs that I'll be ordering just in case something goes down. Prepare yourself for the worst because it's going to be an ugly battle. And if Trump wins and people go nuts, sit there and watch. Don't you two go out and do something stupid. Well, I don't need you in a pokey. Sit there and watch as all those idiots, because eventually they're going to pay for everything they have done. Everything. Just be patient. Time will come. But us Trump supporters, people like me, just sit back and watch and prepare yourself for the worst. Because the worst is coming if Joe Biden gets reelected. I'm pointing you out things that I have talked to people. I have listened to people chat, talking with other people, and they're saying the same shit. Right now, they're trying to do all they can to elect Joe Biden. The only thing that the Republicans have in their favor is the Democrats don't have a lot of seatings in the White House. A lot of that is Republicans. So we do have that in favor. But it is time to sit back, watch it all fold out, because some things are fixing to come to light. If they're going to wait and to announce that Joe Biden is a president, what's that's going to happen? Because we already had Michigan. They already had Michigan and other states to not recount, but they already got I don't know what the word is, but in Michigan, they're trying to look at votes and to see if those votes are actually for Joe Biden or for Trump. And if it comes out to where the counts were miscounted or some fraud was involved in that, people are going to pay for their actions. And I believe that. But y'all need to prepare for the worst. And just know that whatever this outcome is, do your thing, protect your family, provide for your family. And I love you guys. And I'm not saying this to put you in a world spin or nothing like that. I'm warning you guys to prepare now for what's going to be happening if Joe Biden wins this election, because it ain't going to be good. I love you guys. It's already been 25 minutes and I'm already rambling. I love you guys. But prepare yourself for the worst. Y'all heard it from me. Love you guys.